Welcome to my channel, The Young and the Restless. Young and Restless Braeden lets loose on a dismal state of affairs, and warns what will happen when you come at me with a snotty attitude. Sometimes you just have to speak up, and other times it stirs up a whole new set of issues that weren't there before. That's especially true online and applies doubly when it comes to Twitter, or X, whatever. The Young and the Restless Braeden spent his Halloween getting into one hell of a tale. The Young and the Restless spoilers January 15 to 19. It all started the day before the fall holiday when Braeden shared the story of what happened to his son, Christian Godegast, while traveling from Toronto to Florida. Air Canada, Braeden explained, wasn't very helpful, and the actor did not hold back. His son was apparently told to be at the airport 3 hours early to have his luggage stowed, but didn't make it at the exact time and wasn't allowed on the plane, nor does it sound like he had much luck at customer service. Now I love visiting Canada, Braeden concluded, but your national airline is not good advertising for your country. You can see the whole exchange below. Now Air Canada did get back apologizing for the problem and asking for more information so they could look into it, but lots of other folks had less charitable reactions. Air Canada is a dismal airlines with an arrogant staff, mediocre service, etc. My son was just at Toronto Airport, wanting to leave for FL. He was there in plenty of time for luggage to be stowed. They told him it took 3 hours to do so. Obviously he asked why it took that long. Braeden did engage with a lot of folks who responded and used the space to talk about the state of airlines both in the US and Canada, but by Halloween itself, he decided it was time for another tweet to clarify a few things and let folks from Canada know he wasn't bashing the country, but he was upset with the airline. I love coming to your country, he wrote, have been all over Canada, been visiting for over 40 years, only encountered very friendly people. However, Air Canada is not what it could be. Haphazard service, etc. Having said that, it's a problem with a lot of privatized companies. They'd hire pencil sharpeners to cut, and cut again, to make their stockholders happy, at the expense of customer service. He then compared the never-ending cuts to what's happened to the state of daytime in general. I see it in our industry as well. The guys who run these companies get a bonus every time they cut fat, not realizing they kill the goose that lays the golden egg. I see it happen all over the world. Let me make something very clear. I love coming to your country, have been all over Canada, been visiting for over 40 years, only encountered very friendly people. However, Air Canada is not what it could be. Haphazard service, etc. Having said that, it's a problem with a lot of. But that Halloween message just got even spookier, so the actor stepped in one final time the following day to tackle the accusations that he was taking advantage of his position as a celebrity and make clear he was just someone who was fed up with a few things. I was raised from early on to be polite to people of all stations in life, he explained. Have never taken advantage of being a somewhat familiar face, never. But you come at me with a snotty or rude attitude, I'll come after you, no matter who you are. His son, he said, was the same, because that's how Braeden and his wife raised him. But again, he continued, when he encounters rudeness, he'll respond, but he has a slower fuse than his father. It takes some really egregious behavior for him to react. Obviously, my remarks about AC have aroused a lot of reactions. Let me clarify something. I was raised from early on to be polite to people of all stations in life. Have never taken advantage of being a somewhat familiar face, never. But you come at me with a snotty or rude. If there's one thing that's for sure, it's that Braeden is a protective father, and if his son is upset, he's upset. No matter how old the kids get, parents always want to look after them. Plus, we can probably all come together in agreeing that flying in a post-9/11 world is the one surefire way to get our blood pressure to spike, even when things somehow do go exactly according to plan. Victor would probably just buy out the airline, fire everyone and put Victoria in charge, so why not check out her photo gallery below? Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.